is PJ DiNuzzo with DiNuzzo Wealth Management, and I would like to thank you for listening in today. This is one of the most important videos that we've ever created, and I really appreciate your attention. The genesis behind today's presentation and video is to give you an update on arguably the largest client experience enhancement that we have launched in our 31 years at DiNuzzo Wealth Management. The genesis of this is really in our culture. Our goal from day one has been to help people and to help our clients live their best life. With that being in our culture for how much we want to help, I've always been on the lookout for how to improve our process, how to improve our deliverable, how to make our client experience as good as possible. And again, there's been a ton of time, effort, and of course, capital that's gone into this. We have over a couple of $100,000 into this client experience upgrade. This will easily be over $100,000 a year in ongoing costs. But I felt for a long time, I've always improved the quantitative side of what we do, the number side, the DiNuzzo money bucket stack, our cash reserve, the DiNuzzo financial wellness life plan, the withdrawal buckets, tax buckets. Our financial statements are second to none, our clients' balance sheets, cash flow statements, future iteration, tax calculations. And my focus for the last number of years has been on the behavioral side. And you need powerful technology to be able to make that happen. That's what I'm going to explain to you today. So we're beyond excited about it. We're looking forward to introducing this to every one of our clients over the course of the next 12 months. And today's video is to even help to jumpstart that. After you see today's video, if you would like us to move you not so much to the front of the line, but instead of waiting to your next progress meeting, be it a semi-annual progress meeting or an annual, let us know, and I'd love to get you in front of your lead advisor as soon as possible so we can onboard this with you as soon as possible. I believe the most powerful thing that wealth can create is the ability for you to live your best life. And by best life, I mean taking care of the people you love, fully supporting the causes you care about, making a difference in this world, and all while living an amazing life of significance. I also believe that the key to living your best life is having a financial wellness life coach. So thank you for tuning in today. The first image I would like to look at with you is the first module in our toolbox referred to as the Money Mind. And again, this is all new massive upgrades on our behavioral side of our practice. And we're so excited about the deliverables we're gonna be able to provide to our clients for helping them with their goals in life and living their best life. We're just dying to share this with you. On the Money Mind is gonna help you to understand how you and your loved ones relate to money. Understanding your biases around spending, saving, and planning is the first step to making clearer and smarter choices that connect your financial life to the life you want to live. So I'll give you a great example. Let's say you and your spouse, you and your partner, you and a loved one are doing your laundry and you pull a pair of jeans out of the dryer and a $100 bill falls out of the pocket. If one of you, the first thing you think is that you're excited you're going to add this $100 bill to your bank account, and the other spouse, partner, significant other says, no, honey, I've already spent this money mentally. We're going to the new Thai food restaurant, what have you. This is great for us to be able to incorporate this into our goal setting and providing you with upgrades across the board in building your best life. Again, this tool assists us in capturing profound insights for discussion with your loved ones regarding, and again, the two ends of this continuum are, if you can think of a continuum from left to right, there's protection on the left-hand side and happiness on the right-hand side. The spouse or partner or loved one who said, I want to put that $100 in the bank, and they're focused on protection, nothing wrong with them. There's no right or wrong answer. The other spouse or partner or loved one who said, I want to spend this money immediately. I want to go to the new Thai restaurant. And nothing wrong with that either. But knowing what this is on the behavioral side is going to help us to deliver improved advice and guidance to you, which is our goal that we're working on every day. One of the other nice aspects to our client experience upgrade is that although we're working with a lot of these elements on the behavioral side, there are some quantitative outputs so we can measure. And again, we'll see the three major categories are commitment at one end of the continuum, protection, and happiness. Again, protection rather is at one end of the continuum, commitment is somewhere in between, and happiness on the other end. Another massive benefit of our client experience upgrade is that we're able to drive everything at a first-class, world-class level to your smartphone. Again, I'm just showing you an example here of what your money mind would look like, that you can look this up on your plan, on your smartphone. So we've got world-class, first-class service across the board. The next module is honest conversations. And this on the behavioral side is truly at the heart and soul of the entire client experience upgrade. This is going to allow us to keep better track and optimal track of your priority action list that we'll talk about in just a little bit. But this one, again, is the best structure that I know of in the country, and a tie for the main reason why I onboarded this for you, that to get to know individuals at the best level possible, there's three major categories for honest conversations. It's a conversation you'll have with your advisor. You'll go through a process of identifying three major categories. You'll classify your top 5 cards. If you're doing this with your spouse or partner, loved one, significant other, they'll identify their top 5 cards and goals, and then you'll both agree together what they are. So this will be an evolutionary process that the goals that we're looking at, we'll score them, and we'll be working to increase that score over time. And as we get that to a sufficient level, when we've accomplished our goal in plain English, then we'll be able to move on to incorporating another goal into the top 5. And again, for these goals, a number of them, of course, are non-financial. One of the most popular goals in the country is to spend more time with loved ones. And we're going to be able to incorporate that into your progress meeting, to be working on that with you, helping you structure and organize your life so we're meeting that specific goal and what you want to accomplish. There's, of course, also there's also health and wellness, physical and mental wellness. We're going to be working on everything in your life that is going to allow you to live your best life. So an honest conversation exercise is going to help us focus on the intersection that matters to you, and most importantly, what you can control. It will also give us the opportunity to get on the same page with you and your loved ones about your financial goals and intentions. As I said earlier, this is the #1 tool for both you and or your spouse, partner, significant other, or loved one, to get us to a point where we can agree with you on your top shared goals. Many goals, as I mentioned again, for example, that we can work on and will work on with you are non-financial, as I mentioned, such as spending more time with your loved ones and or health and mental wellness. One thing that the upgrade in our client experience will help us with tremendously is discussion around trade-offs. There's trade-offs on basically every financial decision or life decision that we make, and we want to illustrate that to our clients and sit with you on the same side of the table with you to assist you in those trade-offs around those decisions and priorities. And again, keeping track and updating the progress on these priorities is tantamount for success and is embedded in our entire process. Again, everything driven to the smartphone from every new element that we have in your upgraded client experience. Of course, we'll have an investment section entitled Investment Viewfinder. The Investment Viewfinder will be complementary to our 31-year philosophy of efficient market theory and indexing, and it will complement our process. So again, the Investment Viewfinder is going to help us to identify your investment preferences and again, those trade-offs that are inherent between the 4 major categories when we think about investing: cost, performance, protection, and taxes. Again, our foundation and core is and remains efficient market theory and indexing, but this upgrade is going to allow us to provide more customization regarding cost, performance, protection, and taxes. Through tax management strategies, sustainable green strategies, socially managed strategies, and tax managed bond strategies. So one example I can use is when it comes to sustainable or socially managed strategies, it's challenging even with the best strategies. DFA has strategies in both of those categories for green sustainability and for social, but to really get it to a fine point, you need to get that strategy down to an individual stock level where you can literally go through almost like a menu type of mentality. Again, this is to fill out our entire roster of offerings for our clients in the categories that we can customize even more than we've been able to do historically. Again, this all is to facilitate an open dialogue about investments and investment expectations into these 4 categories of performance, protection, costs, and taxes, as in tax management. Our next category is financial control scorecard. If you want to know at any point in time where you stand, this will be the scorecard on your portal that you'll have available that we'll be able to update on a daily basis. Your financial control scorecard can answer questions such as, where do I stand today financially? Through our DiNuzzo Financial Wellness Life Plan, we've been able to give our clients their DiNuzzo Financial Life Plan score on a daily basis. And this is going to be integrated. The super majority of our historic work is going to be integrated basically seamlessly into this new overlay for our client experience that we're delivering. So this will provide valuable insight about whether your current savings and investments align with your spending and goals, so we can evaluate and discuss if a course correction is necessary. The most important aspect here, I believe, is how quick you can see if you're on track to meet your best life financial goals. Again, you can view your DiNuzzo Financial Wellness Life Plan score so you know where you stand at all times, and to always know where you stand regarding what we refer to as your guardrails, both your upper and your lower. So historically, you've seen the dials on our portal. Our current portal that we have right now will still be available, but again, will be embedded or included in our new client experience upgrade. And when you go into the portal with the scoring, we have underfunded, ideal funding, and overfunded. And we call the point where underfunded meets ideal as being your low guardrail, that we don't want to go below that guardrail. And the upper guardrail we refer to as the point where ideal funding meets overfunding, that if you're able to increase your spending or gifting or legacy later on, that's what we want to know in the upper guardrail. So just by knowing those 2 key points of inflection, your lower guardrail and your upper guardrail, you'll be able to see that listed very clearly from the comprehensive planning that we'll have condensed for you when you go into our new upgraded portal client experience. Again, this is all being driven to your smartphone, so it's available with you wherever you go. The next category I'd already mentioned was the priority action list. This is equally at the top of the pyramid for the power that this is going to allow us to upgrade your best life. We will create your unique priority action list from the progress we've made during what I mentioned earlier is your honest conversations. Your priority action list identifies the part of your life that affect your financial and life goals and gives you a disciplined plan to address each one. So you'll see us take your top goals and apply those as priority action items, so we always know what we worked on at our last progress meeting, what we're working on ongoing in between, and what we have on our agenda for the next progress meeting. Again, this will track where you stand towards achieving your goals and measure your progress on any outstanding items. I think you're going to love the priority action list. It's extremely powerful, customized down to each and every unique household, and lets us know where we stand on everything that we're working on. And also, equally important, reminds us of our past successes for goals that we have achieved. And there's no better feeling that if we started off with a score of 3 or 4 on a goal, and we got that score up to 9, for example, to go back and take a look at the progress we had over time. Again, I'm illustrating a snapshot from a smartphone, and you can go from your smartphone and take a look. what immediate action items I'm working on, where we need improvement, and where we've achieved optimal positioning, as in we've succeeded on our goal. The next category is called Guide Center, and I just refer to this, I've always referred to this as your personalized client center. So when we're looking at Guide Center, you can think Client Center and your new easy to use and understand online portal. The Guide Center will help you to engage with us to manage your financial life from anywhere at any time. It allows you to take charge through life's changes with complete visibility and total control, no matter how complex life can become. Again, the big one here, I'd mentioned on the behavioral side, but this is back to the quantitative side. A huge takeaway here is data aggregation. So the data aggregation will be listed on the dashboard and on subsequent pages. And what we want to be able to do is just not list everything that we're managing at DiNuzzo Wealth Management, but we want to be able to pull in your bank accounts, all assets and liabilities, bank accounts, CDs, 401k balances, 403 balances. We could have life insurance cash value. Some examples on the liability side that we can pull in automatically from your mortgage holder would be mortgages, home equity lines of credit, outstanding college loans, auto loans, etc. This will also help us whenever we're having a progress meeting with you to more automate this data gathering process, a lot of which we were doing more manually over the decades. Again, what I refer to as your client center, the Guide Center is going to allow us to access, store, and share all of your financial information in one place, including, again, accounts, portfolios, and goals. So again, this is exciting about being able to use these links through our data aggregation software. That's another addendum in the background. It's allowing us to bring you this tremendous upgrade to have everything in your life on one page, in one plan, next to all your goals, and take into consideration the unique you. And if you have a spouse or significant other or partner, to have them listed right beside you to know exactly your habits, what you want to accomplish, and your goals. So again, you can view your complete financial life in real time from any device, including your smartphone. Again, also we'll have the ability to communicate with your lead advisor 24/7 through email and our proprietary video messenger tool, which will be included in this segment of our offering as well. Again, to reflect, the fee-only and fiduciary approach was the cornerstone and dogma, I would refer to it, of our foundation in 1989 when I founded the practice with $0. Today, DiNuzzo Wealth Management and our financial wellness life coaches deliver our unique wealth planning process through our trademark DiNuzzo Financial Wellness Life Plan. Again, I'd like to remind you that the DiNuzzo Financial Wellness Life Plan has 3 pillars: discover, create, and most importantly, live. By discover, we're referring to the unique you, and the upgraded client experience I've gone with you today is going to help us improve that by leaps and bounds. Second is create. What we want to create, every team member at DiNuzzo Wealth Management, especially your lead advisor, is to create your best life plan. We want you to be on target, on track to live your best life. And finally, to live. What we want our clients to live is to live an amazing life of significance. Again, we're rolling this out, as I mentioned at the beginning of the presentation. We're rolling this out over the course of the next 12 months, approximately 12-month period, at our semi-annual and annual progress meetings. If you would like your lead advisor to start implementing this with you sooner, please reach out to us, because we would love to get started at upgrading your best life client experience as soon as possible. In closing, I'd like to thank you again for the time that you tuned in today, and remind you that at DiNuzzo Wealth Management, financial wellness life coaching is what we do, but empowering our clients to live their best life is who we are. Thank you very much.